Hey guys, welcome to Selena's Tarot. This video is for Leo regarding their love for the month of 16. I just wanted to tell you guys that I am going to be having a tarot sale. All readings via video are going to be $5. Okay guys? So if you guys are interested with a reading with me, readings via video are going to be $. Payment will be through PayPal, as friends and families. So if you guys have any questions, I also have an Etsy's store, so you'll be able to order a reading from me on there as well. So it just makes it a lot easier for me and for you. But if you guys have any questions, you can contact me at lenas.tarot@gmail.com. So I wanted to get into this reading. I know if you look closely, I normally don't lay out the cards, but I felt like this was a more of a reading in depth. Just keep in mind that this is just a general reading, so this is not going to pertain to everyone. So if it does, please like, subscribe, and leave comments, because I like to read what you guys have to say and your feedback and whatnot. So I do read everything you guys tell me. If I don't get a chance to reply back, I'm sorry. It's a very hectic schedule. So hopefully you guys enjoy the reading and you guys like readings. And please like, please subscribe. I also have Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter. Please follow. All the links are on the page, so you guys can just add me there. Anyways, so I just wanted to start off by saying that hopefully you guys are starting off the month great. Today is for the 4th. Oh gosh, sorry guys, for the 4th, and it is approximately 12 a.m. So it is actually the 4th. I was recording it on the 3rd, but since the clock is 12, it is official 4th. But anywho, I just wanted to say to you guys, so I feel like there's some people who are coming out of something. Coming out of a relationship. I feel like a lot of you guys might be coming out of some type of relationship that brought you disappointment. Maybe you might have past regrets about the situation. This card right here is a person looking down, and they're looking at the spilled cups. And if you can notice that the top on the front is the sky is a dark blue. So those hard times, sadness, depression, I feel like regrets is the most thing that I come from this card. Is you regret whatever actions that you didn't take, but you're consistently just looking at what has fallen and not what's left still standing. Okay, so that's another message, a message that the angels are saying that you guys have stuff that are left. Even if you're disappointed about the past, or there were some things in the past that you're disappointed about and it didn't work out, you still have to stand tall and persevere. So I feel like because of this hurt, a lot of you guys might be always on the defensive side, always just like ready to fight. I don't want to say like fight, like you're gonna literally get into a physical fight, but I feel like you're ready for war. Like if someone comes at you the wrong way, and you're not approachable. So I feel like a lot of you guys are just like, yes, like I'm not putting up with anybody's bullshit. Excuse me, English, but you're not gonna put up with anybody. And I just feel like you're standing strong despite the current, despite the setbacks, despite anything. The card right here is next to it, which is the main card in the middle, is being self-sufficient. I feel like that ending, that loss that you had, suffering from a loss of some kind, I feel like that loss is bringing you back to to a point where you're going to be more self-sufficient for the month of April. I feel like you're going to be dependent only on yourself for this month, and I feel like that's a good thing, because I feel like maybe some of the people that you guys are in a relationship with, you were dependent on that other person, but I feel like you're going to take time out to really focus on yourself. So this person right here has coins all around the neck, so this is more of a financial thing. So this person is self-sufficient. They do not depend on anybody but themselves. So this is a message that I wanted to tell you guys for the month of April. I feel like you guys are going to be focused on yourself, and you're going to be self-sufficient by yourself. You're not going to need to depend on anybody. So that is the main card in the middle. So that's kind of like the heart of the whole entire reading. Self-sufficient. Take time to remake yourself, to bring back that youth, to bring back that happiness. Okay, I feel like don't be so narrow-minded, because I feel like your main goal from this loss and this sadness is to really find something that's going to make you happy, and that you're going to want to be with them, and they're going to want to be with you, and you really want to find something that's genuine. And I feel like don't be so narrow-minded, because I feel like because of this you can be narrow-minded and you really don't want to listen to what anybody else has to say. I feel like insecurities, poor service, disappointment, intolerance, narrow-minded. I feel like maybe you might struggle a little bit in the month of April because you're not going to be codependent on anybody. You're going to be dependent on yourself. So I feel like you might struggle with a little bit of things like that. But I feel like insecurity. Don't be so insecure. I feel like maybe you might feel like some people you've gotten hurt and you're disappointed and you're always going to be on the defensive side and you're insecure. There's insecurities that you carry because of the last. Maybe the other person that you were dealing with cheated on you or lied on you and you're being, very insecure about the situation now. Like you don't trust anybody. You don't believe anybody, which, is fine because we're entitled to feel however we want to feel. But, you do have to give it, if you want to find something to be happy, you do have to let go of the past. Okay. Don't isolate yourself because I feel like another thing too is some of you guys might want to isolate yourself because of the fact that you were hurt and you just don't want to be around anybody. Like you don't believe anybody, so it's like you're always on the defensive side, which isn't a bad thing, but there's this wall that's going to be very hard for someone to build to break down and to get across. If you're really looking for a deep meaning and a deep relationship, you have to really, really reconsider that wall that's up. It's funny because as a client, I feel like it's like as big as the wall of China. That's what I see it as. I feel like moving forward is like maybe some of you guys are going to be separating from a person that you were recently dealing with. And you guys are going to be moving out on your own, which explains the self-sufficient thing. But I feel like there's movement. Another thing is too, I feel like is a time of movement. You need to really embrace your feelings and accept them, and you're going to be a lot more independent for the month of April. And I feel like financial is you have to have some type of flexibility. Sometimes you take on more than what you can handle. So I feel like flexibility is another thing too for the month of April. I feel like moving to a different place, moving to a different location, or moving out of town, or not necessarily could be physically moving, but it could be to the point where that didn't bring you any happiness. So you need to go and search for something that is going to bring you happiness. This is searching for a deeper meaning because the past relationships, since there's cups all in front of the person walking away, they need to be fulfilled emotionally, and they're not fulfilled, so they need to seek something that's going to make them fulfill. So this is moving away or walking away and looking for a deeper meaning. And I feel like you have to be a little bit more flexible. So maybe you have a certain type that you're interested in, and you don't really like to get out of that type. You don't want to try new things or a different person because you have a certain type. But you have to be a little bit more flexible because if you're willing to find love, you need to be able to give yourself more of a chance to find it. If you're so narrow-minded, it's going to be a little bit harder for you to find it. Okay? Once you walk away and really loosen up a little bit and not to be on the defensive side, I feel like the weight that was on your shoulders that you were carrying is going to slowly just fall off. All that weight that you're carrying and that stuff that you're carrying on your shoulder, all that's going to go away. So it'll go away. Your worries and your problems will go away once you just let go of it, because you don't want to be so on the defensive all the time. Temperance and moderation is needed. So for those of you who are going through this type of disappointment or loss or something, please don't resort to a drinking, because this signifies a person going out, having fun. They can use substances, drinking, misuse sexual relationships. I feel like being sufficient and being based upon yourself. Maybe for right now, for the beginning of the week, you might feel like you're stuck, like you're not really sure what's going on, because I feel like a lot of you guys towards those situations, you're really stuck. So if you see, you have a lot of wands, okay? A lot of wands and some cups, but you got money, okay? So you got a mixture of almost all the elements. You even have the sword, so you have a mixture of the elements. So I feel like there's going to be some difficult times. There's going to be some struggle. Financial is definitely going to be an issue for the month of April. You're going to learn how to be a little bit more flexible with your own money. You're going to be self-sufficient now. You're not going to be able to depend on anybody because you're going to be moving forward. and you're going to move on, and you just need to work on yourself and fixing yourself, okay? Try not to resolve in drinking and going out a lot because that's not really healthy for you. If you're awaiting an invitation, for those of you who are single and you are waiting, if you're waiting for someone to call you, I see there's some type of invitation coming. It could be an invitation of love. Someone might want to talk to you or see you. I feel like somebody could offer you to travel as well. Maybe you'll travel over the mountains, I feel like, or rocky hot climates. The biggest thing for you is take time out to figure out what you want and what you want to do. A lot of you Leos are going to have to take some time out to figure out what you want, what your next step is. Maybe some of you guys might result in going back to school, learning something new. I feel like just main thing is focus on yourself. Bring that youth back. Bring that person that you used to be back, okay? I feel like somebody from the past as well might be coming back. Somebody you've dealt with. This can be somebody you've dated, a friend or a loved one. But somebody in the past is going to come back. It might leave you in a little limbo because I feel like it could be the person that you were disappointed about. But I feel like the next thing for me, for you, I feel like telling you is just be cautious because sometimes not everything we see is right, okay? So for those of you who are in a relationship, okay, I feel like there might be some type of decision that's going to have to be made between you and another person, okay? Maybe you might have 2 or more people in a relationship and you have to decide which one you want to be with, okay? I feel like a lot of you Leos are looking for someone who is self-sufficient as well. And you don't want to be with somebody that's dependent on you. You're looking for someone that can carry their own weight, okay? I see you meeting someone new and being happy with them. So for those of you who are getting into new relationships for the month of April, you guys will be happy with them. I feel like a lot of the weight's going to be lifted off your shoulder because I feel like a lot of the people that you've dated in the past has always been dependent on you, and you're ready for somebody that's not codependent, okay? Take everything in moderation. For those of you who are single, try to date out of the box. Try not to be so narrow-minded as far as like the person that you're willing to date or the person you're willing to invest your time in. Because I feel like when you guys have that type, you're not going to budge for anything. Like, you like this type and that's your type and you're not moving anywhere. You're going to continue to only like that type. So be a little bit more flexible rather than more stiff. Because I feel like stiff is like another thing. Another thing too is somebody could... A lot of you guys, I see pregnancy. Maybe a lot of you guys might be getting pregnant for the month of April, or births are going to be happening for the month of April. For those of you Leos who are dealing with sexuality, I feel like sexuality is a thing somebody could be dealing with. Some of you guys can be not so sure about what your sexual preference is, and or could be possibly disclosuring what your sexuality is, not really telling people what you really are or what you prefer, okay? So if that is the case, remember, we are all God's child and everybody is beautiful in their own way. So let me see what the messages are from the angel card. What are the messages for 16? Past life relationship, you have known each other before, possibly somebody that you could be coming into your life soon. You've known them before. So that's why I was saying somebody from the past could possibly be coming back for the month of April. And maybe you guys can build something up. Keep an open mind. Yes, that is exactly what I was just explaining when I was shuffling the cards. Keep an open mind because your soul may differ from your usual type of expectations. Yes, so you have to keep an open mind because sometimes we're not going to end up with what we actually want. However, you might find the guy or girl of your dreams if you give it a try. For those of you who are dealing with an ex and the ex disappointment, release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. You need to really just get yourself back and just really clear your mind and bring that youth back. Because stressing over someone who isn't moving sleep over you is a waste of energy. And nothing is worse than wasted energy. It's like wasted money. And the next card, which is going to be the last card, is heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly, discuss your feelings with each other. So for those of you who are in a relationship, discuss your feelings with the person that you're involved with or you're talking to. Gotta really get through to them. Okay, as I hold this card, I feel like a lot of you guys are in relationships where you feel like you're stuck. Like, you can't get rid of the person that you're with. I feel like you feel like you're binded to them. Like, no matter what you do, you're never gonna get rid of them type of thing. And I feel like if you are, the person's like a pain, like they're as I hold the deck, I feel like they paint, like they're annoying, like they nag, and you're just to this point where you're like, oh god, like you don't know what to do, like you're binded, you're chained to them, and you don't know how to get away from them. But I feel like if that's how you really feel, that person that's involved with you, they really genuinely care about you. So my advice to you would be make sure that you tell them, try talking to them, because I feel like you probably told them a couple times, but they don't get the answer, they don't get the clue. You know, they're trying to make a family with you, and you're just like, oh god, like how do I get rid of them? So if that is the case, the biggest thing for you is kind of try to talk to them, try to get them to understand where you're coming from, because I feel like they can lose you if that's the case, because they put too much pressure on you and they're codependent on you and they depend on you for everything. They depend on you to make the decision and everything. So it's kind of annoying. But hopefully you guys enjoy reading. Please like, please subscribe. Don't forget I'm having an April sale for readings via video, $5 through PayPal as friends and family. So thanks guys for watching. I appreciate it. Please like, please subscribe, please comment. Have a nice night, guys. Bye.